Hi, my name is Jared,
And I'm Matthew.
and welcome to Let's Drink and Drive, the show where we drink.
And drive.
Matt, what are you drinking?
I have something a little different for me this week. I have a Blue Moon. It's your pretty typical white beer. I think probably most people in the audience have had it. However, I am not a huge white beer fan, but I figured I would give it a try today, just to have something different, because I've been drinking the same Adamses and the VIPs and stuff. So I just opened it, so here we go.
Here we go. And that's drink number 2 for you, correct? Because we kind of did a little
We did have a little pre-gaming, yes.
And I'm drinking a Rickards Red, which is an Irish-style ale.
Yeah, and that's a beer you actually have to get in Canada. You cannot get
This
it
is
in
a
the
Canadian
US.
beer. Support our neighbors to the north.
Which is kind of nice. Yeah, it surprised me when I went to the duty free once, just how many beers that they have that we don't have here.
Duty.
Yeah, you're funny. Okay, so I think we already decided. We're just gonna do a mission. We're not at 50,000 yet, so we'll just do another quick job here. I'm specializing in quick jobs. Let's see.
Oh, and by the way, I'm also on my second drink.
Yes. We do like to be somewhat at the same level of inebriation, I think. Makes it a little better. You know what? I did like going to Germany.
Well, let's...
do you want to do...
We're sorted by price right now.
Yeah, okay. So we still want to do the best job, basically.
Right.
Oh, we can go further into Germany. Mannheim to Cologne.
You want to do a 2-hour game time? Or no, I'm sorry, that's expired. We've had this conversation before.
It expires in 2 hours. Yeah, we've had...
Well,
you're not even drunk yet.
Click on that.
That's cool, yeah. And then we can get more missions going from like Germany to Belgium and stuff.
Well, I don't think you're limited to where you start.
Oh, really?
Like I don't believe we could be there. Where does it start? Mannheim? Yeah, no.
Yeah, we've already discovered Mannheim. We have not discovered Cologne, though. Which is what Cologne is in German.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, that's what Brussels versus Brussels.
Yes.
In Belgium, it's Brussels. That's in their language, it's Brussels.
Right.
In English,
Brussels.
it's Brussels.
Okay. I wonder why we add the S.
Now we know.
It's weird. I like closure. That's good.
You know,
We're starting a new chapter by closing out the last one.
Yeah, it's only 5 episodes later.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? All right. So why don't we do this one? Because
Sounds good.
we're going to a new city. So
Let's get into it. We need like a catchphrase before we start a...
let's drive and also drink
Yes.
in small letters underneath it.
And also, kids don't drink and drive.
Unless it's in game, which we are now. So
Precisely.
so now,
Now we're gonna have to teach Matt how to drive again.
yes, because I forget from week to week. That happens.
You can hit the gas pedal to start the
I
engine.
did. It didn't. Is the wheel's?
Oh, you know. Oh, Jesus.
Now we got to start over again.
That sucks. We'll be right back, folks. All right, so hit the gas to start
Okay.
if you haven't done so already.
I have apparently. Okay.
All right, you should
Yeah.
be good to go.
All right. Now the question is, how do I get out? I need the. Can you give me the GPS? Co-driver.
Which button? Which button is that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Not that one.
There it
we
is.
go. F3 for anyone curious.
So I have to go around to the left.
Yes,
Okay.
that appears to be the case.
Let's go around to the left then.
If you'd like, I can also control the mouse.
Um.
Maybe that's a little too personal.
Yes. Don't get in my mouse space. Which that's a phrase that I'm just gonna start using now a lot.
Mouse space.
Yes.
That's a tight squeeze.
It is a tight squeeze. Can I get a different camera angle, please?
Let's send you outside.
Oh, crap. Oh, I'll make it. Okay. Now I have no idea what's out in front of me. I'm seriously out in the street. Oh, no. Okay, good.
A lot
It
of
gives us a
traffic
little
today.
bit of a buffer zone.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, well, we apparently got an AI update today, so hopefully the traffic behaves a little better.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we should read into the notes when they're released and
Find out what happens.
Mhm.
What they updated.
Now don't hit that truck because it's worth a lot.
I'm sure, yeah, I'll get a huge fine if I do that. That's what I like about Euro Truck Simulator. It captures all the excitement of waiting in traffic.
I'm just gonna hop back out one more
What
time.
is that tower? Do you see that tower over here?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Looks
Maybe
like
it's traffic control.
Something. It looks like the CN Tower. Although we're in Mannheim, Germany, which
Yeah,
I
we are nowhere
even know.
near Canada.
No. Look at all this traffic. What the heck, man?
Just ease yourself out there.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, they're all at the red light now. This is the.
I'd find your way in behind this Mini.
I'm gonna go right behind this Mini.
This not is. Huh? Do you think they license other vehicles?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
But it looks exactly like a Mini. Do you think this semi's gonna stop? Heck no, he's not.
What a douche!
Oh.
Way to go, buddy.
Can't you? Oh,
Man.
okay. Well, they.
How much is that? A woman driver?
Is that a woman driver? Yeah, it is a woman driver. Holy crap!
How dare you, lady?
Yeah. Oh,
Something stereotypes.
Something about women drivers. If you want to write to Jared,
There we
please
go.
write care of.
Send $1 to.
Let's
Sorry,
Drink and
dude.
Drive. Jared makes
Oh, man.
fun of women drivers.
Making lots of leeway here. Hey, they're stereotypes. That guy's gonna hit you.
Yeah, see, well, with the AI update, no. Look at that.
Well, we don't know if that's the reason.
That's true, but
We didn't actually check.
They
the
did hit
updates.
me before.
We just saw that there was an update, and oh look, it's AI.
Right, which I
It could have been that
means-
movie.
Yes.
They actually just updated
put-
the movie.
They put an... I just hit the curb. Luckily, I don't find you there for that here. Alright, and now I gotta put my turn... Oh, see, I forgot to put my turn signal on. I'm surprised they didn't find me for that.
Yeah. So we've gotten fined for collisions.
Yes.
We've gotten fined for headlights.
Yes.
Driving in the wrong lane, I believe.
Yes.
Can you think of any others?
I think those were all mine.
They were.
Let's face it, I'm a terrible driver when I'm sober. I'm going to take off in second gear because you can't stop me from doing that.
Let's watch your.
I'm sort of making it. Nope, not
You
at
really
all.
got to work on the wide turns.
Yes.
There's a reason, they have signs on their tail ends.
That say wide right turns. Yeah. I'm learning this now. Oh, nope, I'm in 6th gear. Button. There we go. It's that transition from 6th to 7th that I always have a problem.
Now this is strange.
What?
You're going like up and around. If you look at the GPS. Oh,
Oh.
I guess it's because there's no road there.
There's no road to get
you
to
must
that
be,
highway.
You must be on a bridge above that road.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Well, now that we're rolling.
Yes. We are rolling.
One of the topics that we'll be talking about today is with the new Xbox.
The new Xbox One.
Again?
At my office. We work in different offices now. And... Oh, okay. And we just moved in my department at the company in which we both work. Moved into a new building, and as part of the move, or I guess the amenities at the new office, they got us an Xbox One. And it just came in last week, and I was able to spend part of my day at least setting it up. And our director was good enough to also get a racing game with it, and he got Need for Speed Rivals, which is the new Need for Speed update, I guess, for can't shift gears, for the Need for Speed franchise. And of course they had that movie coming out, so of course they had to come out with a game.
So yeah, is Aaron Paul in the game?
No, I don't think so. I haven't gotten, well, it's possible, but I have not gotten that far in it.
Oh, okay.
Because I, have to do work at work sometimes.
Yeah, that's like one of those stipulations.
That's why they call it work, Jared. But I will say this, it is fantastic. I started out playing as a cop, and it's like, have you ever played the Burnout games?
Yes.
It's similar to that in that you pretty much just drive around and find people to race, or in this case, if you're a cop, bust. The Xbox One controller is weirdly redesigned. Like, I don't understand the need to redesign what was a pretty great controller, in my opinion, in the Xbox 360 controller.
Mm-hmm.
I love that controller. I have a PS3 now, and I really miss... I actually do miss the... Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm very, I guess not nostalgic, but I'm very partial to the PS3 controller. But I I think they're both good in their own ways, and I think they're better at certain types of games.
I would agree with that 100%. Yes, I definitely agree with that. The reason one of the main reasons I had the PS3 is the Uncharted series. I played that once at somebody's house, and I was like, "This is fantastic! I have to get a PS3 now." And it's really hard to drive up a hill and talk. And so I got the PS3 with the Uncharted, and the controller is really good for that, for the adventure type game. But for shooters and things that
You're
really
neutral.
use the analog stick a lot, oh, I'm a neutral.
That might be why you can't try.
Now I'm in 7th. I can't believe I had that much momentum. Okay, something's wrong with the shifter here. Why am I still in 7th? This game will kill me. Oh,
There we
it is.
go.
Okay. I've only had a beer and a half. There we go. Okay. So, for those types of games, the adventure games, that's great, but for shooters, we used the dual analog sticks, which is weird because like the name of the PlayStation controller has always been the DualShock because of the dual sticks.
Right.
But I think the Xbox controller does it way better
Well, basically, and I agree,
as far as the stick placement.
because basically
I
it
would say.
swaps the position of the D-pad and the stick.
Correct. I mean, that's obviously that's the big difference between the two controllers, right?
And also, I
The-
think it has better triggers.
the Xbox controller.
Right, the Xbox 360
Yes.
versus the PS3.
Yeah, because the PS3, I haven't used the PS4 controller, but the triggers are convex, and in the PS3 controllers they're concave.
Vice versa.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. I don't know my directions.
The trigger on the Xbox 360 controller, and I'm assuming also the Xbox One controller,
Yes, it is.
is
the same.
concave, so it
Right.
forms to your finger.
Yeah, it's like a
Whereas
spoon.
the PS3 controller, the DualShock 3, I believe it was called,
Yes.
is kind of more bulbous shaped.
Right, which is convex, right?
Right.
Or, yeah.
Um,
It might be the other.
It's
I don't know.
very similar to the old style PS2, except the PS3 version has it's analog,
Right.
so it has a range.
Correct. So, there's that, and just playing that at work is a lot of fun, and there have been times where I just didn't want to go back to work because I'm just busting down criminals, and we have brand new TVs there, and it's all 1080p and all that stuff.
Yeah, and the whole office is redone. Correct?
Yes.
Like, everything's new.
Everything's new, brand new office. So we have this new game room. Has bubble hockey in it. Oh crap! This is gonna
I
suck.
might want to slow down.
So yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
I'm-
nice.
you know,
I
I'm-
like it. Oh, and my other point was, or the other thing I wanted to talk about as far as the Xbox One is concerned, the whole Kinect thing. I mean, I don't like the fact that it actually requires you to have it and that it's on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But for a situation like that where it's at work, it's a lot of fun to mess around with. I mean, it's great. I can tell it. Like the other day I ran into the room and I just yelled Xbox turn off, and the Xbox turned off.
And you can do that with the 360 as well.
Yes, with the Kinect. Yeah.
Right.
Which I never had with the 360. So that was my first kind of experience with the Kinect voice commands. And I guess you can do a lot more too with the Xbox One voice commands.
I imagine it's much improved from, and I was really surprised at how much you can do with the 360 version.
All over the way.
But I find it amazing that so many people thought that like the motion controls were going to be a gimmick.
Right.
And then, I mean, maybe it's just because the manufacturers are pushing it so much that it's, included or mandatory with the Xbox One, for
Right.
example. But I'm really interested to see how developers especially use this technology. I mean, there were so many like homebrew people that used the Kinect, hacked it, and made some really interesting software. Whether it was like sensing depth or like 3D scanning,
yeah.
among other things. So I'm really interested to see what people do with the newer technology. Do you know by any chance if Microsoft has made it easier for people to hack the newer version? I haven't really seen.
I haven't
about
seen.
It.
I don't think it's been out long enough. Honestly, I mean,
Well, it seemed like the original Kinect was was hacked within a matter of days.
Right.
So hopefully they're not shutting it down.
Yeah.
Because they seemed very friendly with the modding community previously.
Yes, and it goes hand in hand, I think, with their friendliness with. They're starting to get at least a little more friendly with the arcade and indie developer community. That was probably not a good idea. I mean, they've had the Xbox Live Arcade for such a long time, and they do allow, I think, a certain amount of leeway in developing games for that. Although it's weird that I haven't heard of an Xbox Live Arcade game that is like Journey for the PS3. Which to me I think was one of the better PS3 marketplace games.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess it could go either way with the Xbox One. They could take the opportunity and with the hardware that is already included with every Xbox One, and say, you guys can probably do a lot more and creative things we've never even thought of.
Right.
Or they could go the other way with, this is our proprietary system, and don't use it. And unfortunately, this is Microsoft we're talking about, so the former is probably a lot less likely than the latter is. So.
Right.
But I guess we'll see. That's kind of one of my favorite things about being at this stage of a new generation of systems. Is at the beginning of the Xbox 360, PS3 era, I don't think anybody saw like indie games being as big a part of that era as they were and are. And I think a lot of that contributes to the fact that the Xbox Live Arcade was so easy to get games in, and it was cheaper to develop for the Xbox Live Arcade than for physical media, so it allows obviously lower funded developers to make and release games for that.
Exactly.
So now the question becomes, what's going to be that next step? Is it going to be Kinect games? I mean, I think they tried to push that a lot in the last generation, but it didn't really take off. I mean, I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that the Kinect was so expensive. And now, again, with the Kinect being included in every Xbox One, I can't believe here I am now, March of 2014, saying the Kinect being included with the Xbox One is a good thing or could be a good thing. But there it is.
Right, yeah, because again, so many people thought it was a gimmick.
Right, exactly.
And I'm really interested to see developers who don't use the Kinect as a main feature, but use it as like additional mechanics. Mm-hmm. So, like for example, in a racing game, if you move your head a little bit to the right, it moves your view to the right. And
that sort of capability is out there for at least for webcams and that sort of thing. Head tracking, I think.
Well, there actually is head tracking in a 360 game, I believe.
Oh, is there?
I'm not sure if it's Forza or. I don't want to throw any titles out there and then be incorrect. Maybe it'll be in an annotation.
We can edit it out. It's
or
fine.
A link.
Yeah.
But that does exist. But like little things like that, like for example.
Can you imagine that in a shooter though? Like just being able to move your head and shoot one way, like you're.
That's another thing that is possible with. I'm not sure if it's built into any console games currently.
Yeah.
But for example, with devices like the Oculus Rift,
right,
and
VR, yeah,
less advanced.
Which, by the way, I think this just came out. Oculus Rift just got bought by Facebook for some reason,
Facebook?
Or they wanted to buy it, something like that. I just read this today.
How much did they spend on that other company?
Oh man,
like
a lot,
billions of dollars,
like or more than $100 million per employee. Like 6 employees for that. It was like I don't know, some kind of Twitter company or something.
It was a social media group that specialized in like a different part of the world, basically.
Ah, okay.
And they spent millions upon millions of dollars to buy this company out, basically so they could just expand their user base, which for a company of in their field that's where their money is.
Yep.
So it makes sense.
All right, now we play a game called Where's My Headlights? Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, don't get a ticket
Top
for
left.
it.
Okay. Yes, I don't want to get a ticket. That would be bad.
But with they have, and we talked about this in a previous episode. They have.
Oh, come on! I turned the dashboard lights on, but not the headlights.
Did you get a ticket?
I got a ticket.
The same thing happened. I believe it was the first episode of last chapter.
Oh, look at that moon.
That is a big moon.
Yeah.
That is like a prehistoric moon.
Well, that's where this game takes place, in prehistoric Europe, I think. Yeah.
Because they definitely had, what are they called over there?
Lorries.
Lorries?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, continue.
So yeah, right now, and again, I mentioned this in a previous episode, there's peripherals that you can place on your headset or whatever you're wearing to track your head. Mm-hmm. And that's compatible with a bunch of PC games, one of which is Arma. And I've seen it used.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because in a normal first-person shooter, your mouse directly controls both your reticle and your view.
Right.
Your reticle is center locked. But when you add this peripheral and you add another way to control your look versus your aim,
right,
it's really weird to see.
Gotta be difficult to get used to at first, I would think.
I imagine so, because I mean, like when you're watching a gameplay of this, you see someone look to the left, but the reticle goes to the right. And I'm sure if you're the one controlling it, it feels fine.
Yeah.
But watching it, it's like, well, where am I going?
Yeah, that's got to be a little disorienting for sure. But like adding that extra dimension of, I don't know what you want to call it, mobility or just like field of vision.
Yeah, it's just a different perspective, I guess.
Yeah. And that's, again, that just goes back to my point where I like being at this stage of a console development cycle. Just the very beginning, everything's brand new, and you don't know what kind of games you're going to get. Stuff like Titanfall is coming out for the PC. I think it's already come out for the Xbox One at this point. Hey, we're in Colm. Just about done.
It's definitely out for the Xbox One. I'm not sure if it's out for PC.
Yeah, I think it's coming out for PC in a little bit.
By the time I get this video up, it probably will have been out.
Right, that's probably true. So, games like that, and Watch Dogs, I think is another one, that are just kind of move everything a little bit forward, and then, who knows, 6 years from now. That's a red light. And I got a red signal fence.
€350.
Yikes.
Can't have anything nice.
Nope. I don't know if the light's green yet. Whatever. I already got the red light of fence.
Yeah, you might as well
just go through.
Eat it.
I'm in 7th. It's first.
But speaking of nice things, now previously we were recording on this old. It wasn't a DLP. It was a rear projector TV. It was a big TV. It was 16.
It was
screen.
big, yeah.
But I've recently upgraded due to various reasons. But
I complained.
Yeah, Matt was definitely the reason.
I could not handle only having a 60-inch TV. I wanted better things.
So we'll probably talk about that in maybe the next episode.
Yeah.
But we can have nice things.
We can sometimes if I don't break them. Note, I did not break the TV. That's not.
No, it was. I mean, it was second-hand and third-hand used. I bought it for $600, 60-inch screen. And what's amazing is that when I bought it, I thought I'll never be able to get a TV for $10 an inch. And considering this projector theoretically can go up to 300 inches,
yeah,
I got a better deal on this than I did the last TV.
That's crazy.
I'll only be able to use the 300-inch size, once in a great while.
Probably in the summertime when you're going outside or something.
Exactly. I'm thinking I'm going to set up my own drive-in.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'm in. You just can't sell tickets because that's against the terms.
Exactly. Yeah, I would have to get licensing for that, and
you have to go around the
who
back
wants
again.
that?
What the heck?
But yeah, you're invited to the summer party where my parents plan on using this.
Oh, yeah.
In the backyard. So.
And by you mean everybody watching this video, don't you?
Yeah. Hey, why not? But we need a head count, so
yeah.
If you're coming, let us know at least.
I am so not parking this driveway, I don't think.
Oh, you got this. What are you talking about?
Can I get a view? Well, all right. Let me see if I can do it without using the. Can I look out the other side? I can't.
You can't. You want a view? I keep hitting the wrong buttons.
No, can I get? I want to see behind me.
Can't
see
how
behind
do you
me.
do that?
Oh, that's a terrible view.
There's no rear bumper view.
There is not. That's terrible.
What's that view?
That's the warehouse behind the truck. All right.
I think this is your best option.
I can see the square.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get this thing into reverse.
I think you got this.
Nope.
Well,
The truck is turning the wrong way. I gotta go.
you can still.
You think so?
I think you can still pull it off because that first, the light that you see, the box that you see,
Yeah.
is for the cab, not the trailer.
Ah, okay.
So you have more space than it
Okay.
appears. If you adjusted it. that
If
is.
I did not adjust it correctly. But if I do this,
And then turn the opposite way.
ladies and gentlemen, I've never parked a semi-truck before, and this has probably proven that this is not an actual 100% simulation.
So
Because-
keep your wheel to the left.
To the left?
With the trailer, you're always turning opposite,
Right.
and you're gonna want to turn a lot more than that.
Ah, I'm going the wrong way now. What the heck? See, I told you.
Are you gonna keep at it?
I'm gonna try one more time
All right.
because there's nothing that people like better than watching me try and fail to park a tractor trailer in the middle of the night, especially.
I feel like we're watching golf. This is his third attempt
Yeah,
to.
I'm gonna go a triple bogey here on this parking attempt. Okay, so keep it to the left because I want the trailer to go right.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna crank it.
And here's his approach. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah. There
Now
it
I
is.
got it. Now I got it. Yeah,
Don't-
no, because I
don't-
want to straighten the truck out.
Don't compensate too much though.
I always overcompensate. Do you know me? Come on.
Do I know you?
I don't know, do you?
You need to keep going.
Ah! It's not going to give it to me, is it?
You're
No,
close
I'm
though.
way off.
We're way off. Yeah.
Press enter. Okay, I give up.
But he still got excellent, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. You can get a headlight offense and a red light offense and still get excellent.
And we leveled up.
Nice.
So you get to choose the next perk.
Sweet.
So we shall
Alright,
continue.
let's continue and get a perk. Just as a reward. For
Wow,
me.
we are really close to maxing out high value.
Do you want to do that? Let's do that.
Yeah, we're almost there. Why not?
Might as well. And that gives us a lot more money because I think next time we'll.
And what's our total?
47?
Ooh, we're really close.
So close.
Okay, so we'll do one more, and then we'll get the loan, and
Yeah.
then we'll buy our own truck.
My truck. So you have that to look forward to in this chapter.
Coming up very soon. So once again, thanks everyone for joining us. My name is Jared.
And I'm Matthew.
We'll see you next time.